So one of the things I want to talk about with you in the films themselves and the creators, basically they have things for you. Get excited right now. So one of the things I just mentioned was that I'm getting tired of hearing myself talk. Take 50. I think we're good. I think we're toast. Oh my god. I don't really know what I'm saying. I'm probably spitting on the lens. It's harder than it looks. Oh! They have animations. I just thought of another one. Is that right? Oh, that's not this. I'm still recording. Some days are just a struggle. Right now, I am at the 68th annual Berlinale in Berlin. We are going inside right now to go see the winning film. Today, we are going to be talking about things that you know and things that you don't. So what you do know is that on any given day of the week that you can go to your local movie theater. It's probably really convenient to your house. You can go to this theater and you can see your really not good at lists on the spot. Your latest blockbuster hit. It was created in a studio setting. You probably know who's acting in it. Probably has a budget of upwards of While those movies are great, sometimes I find them a little bit predictable. And now there's nothing wrong with that. I mean, you'll basically be able to see the movies that everybody else are seeing. To be honest, just a different perspective here. Would you rather do what everyone else is doing, or would you rather be different? I'm gonna move on to my next point. Just because a film is independently made doesn't mean that it independently sucks. Sorry, we're gonna go ahead and debunk that myth right here and right now. These independent filmmakers, they have stories to tell, and they're going to tell it in ways that you never thought possible. They're going to tell it in the most unique ways. But a lot of these films, they are riveting. They are super emotionally charged. I mean, how awesome is it to be able to see a film that somebody on the other side of the world created? And yet its storyline is similar to a story that you know. However, emotionally, they flipped it upside down and they're presenting it in a way that you never thought possible. Whatever you thought previously about independently made films, just forget it. Just let's start over. Most of these films have such a small budget that their only chance of getting distributed on a larger scale is being discovered at one of these film festivals. Just because it's probably not going to get out in the world doesn't mean that it's not any good. So I had the opportunity at the Berlinale Film Festival to see 8 films that were premiering for the first time ever. I'm not really sure like how large a scale like some of these will be distributed, but what I can tell you is some of them were like some of the best films I've ever seen in my life. And you're probably never going to get to see them because it's chance.
This is a test. This station is conducting a test of the emergency broadcasting system. This is only a test.
So I'm gonna be honest with you, some of the content, some of the storylines, plot lines, and contents of these movies, some of it's just not appropriate for your big box theater. It's things that aren't allowed to be shown, and I don't know, use your imagination. You could have an awesome story to tell your friends. Is like about 30 seconds into the film, I saw this guy's and then another 2 minutes later, I saw another guy, and then like 30 minutes in, there was like this and but it was really done very, very well, I will say. While their content might be different than what you're used to, it might be in a different language than you speak. It might have been created by somebody from a different country. And what you don't know about this, the power of being able to package that up and for you to view it, culturally, it's the closest you'll ever get to traveling without leaving basically where you are. I had the opportunity last week to go to the Berlinale Film Festival. Before that, I've been to the Glasgow Film Festival and also the Amsterdam Documentary Film Festival. Maybe you've never been to one. And I'm be quite honest with you, little did I know that when I went to a film festival and saw these films that the director and the cast were gonna be there like right afterwards to like answer questions. I mean, it was cool. I'll be quite honest with you. That's really not an experience you get to have every day.
The broadcasters of your area, in voluntary cooperation with federal, state, and local authorities, have developed this system to keep you informed in the event of an emergency.
Sure, you can go to film festivals to see these films. And in fact, when you do go to film festivals, it's an opportunity to see like a ton of different films at one time. You're typically going to be presented with like 300 to 400 films. No, you don't have to see all of them. Just see what you want to see. Typically, they have some kind of book or online guide, and you can go through the program and select, what you want to see at any given day or time. So there's that for you. If you don't have the luxury of leaving where you are or going very far, one of your smaller local theaters, they will often bring in these independently made films just to have some variety, some depth to their programming. Check that out if you don't have the opportunity to go to a film festival. So I'm going to include some links below about some film festivals and some links to some kind of independent film websites to kind of like check out as a resource. So check those out below. Basically, the whole point of this, me telling you this, I want you guys to like think outside of the box and venture out of your comfort zone and go see an independently made film. Do something different other than what you're used to. Just do it. You have an idea, make it. Make it and make it great. And we will see you guys in the next video.